Hi everyone! So my name is Erica and this is my new YouTube channel. Tips and tricks and daily vlogs, beauty trends and all of that good stuff. So my first video today is going to be on Valentine's Day date. Going to be, or is, fireside dinner kind of thing. So basically, you could do this inside or outside. Inside you can go ahead and do a table top in front of a fireside, or you could do a picnic style in front of there, and you can do candles for both. And then basically if you do the tabletop, you can go to any store, so for an example Dollar General, and you can get the twinkly lights that are like 100 mini lights and they're like $5. So basically you want to put those around the table before you put the white tablecloth on top, and once you put it on top with the lights lit up, it's gonna kind of put off a glow, kind of like a candlelight glow, but it's gonna really set the mood for the dinner and everything. So that is a good one for the inside. And then for the outside, I would go ahead and get the s'more sticks and get the marshmallows, graham crackers, and chocolate, because that always, a good fire with some good roasted marshmallows always sounds good to me. So that's my first idea for dates. And then my second one would be going to a big city that you've always wanted to visit, but right now you can't because of the COVID, everything going on. So basically I would visit one that you want to go see later on in the year, and you would basically ride around and see where the attractions are, see where you want to stay for the first time, so you can get a good idea. And I know that's what a lot of couples like to do. So then for my third idea, guys, I would probably go with treat your partner to a spa night or a spa day. And you wouldn't go to a spa, you would do it right at your own home. So you would run them a bubble bath, get their favorite scents, light some candles around the bubble bath, do the same to the bedroom, and then go ahead and lay a towel down or something, or if you have a massage table, go ahead and give your partner a massage, and I'm sure they would really, really appreciate it. So that was number 3. And then my fourth one is kind of a more broad and more flexible kind of idea. So number 4 would be adventuring outside and doing new kind of activities that you don't typically do on a regular weekday night for a date. So basically this is more broad and you kind of have to plan it. So for more colder climates, you would either try to go ice skating, you could do skiing, you could try snowboarding, and then you could, heck, if you got some snow wherever you live, you could do sledding. So those are for the colder climates. And then for the more hot climates, or less cold, you could try rock climbing, you could do surfing if you live near the beach, you could do paddle boards, that's a really good one. You could do jet skis, you could do things that you don't typically do on a day-to-day basis or a certain date night of the week. So those are some really good ones. For my 5th one, this is kind of more of a gift thing, but you could plan it throughout the night as you're doing your Valentine's thing. So this is the 5 senses. You could get this for your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whichever. It doesn't have to be a certain gender thing. It would be, you would get 5 different boxes, and on each box you would write taste, touch, smell, sight, and hear. And in each side of this box you would get something that correlates to those. And as the night goes on, whichever they need, whenever they need it, that's when you would give it to them. So that is the 5 senses gift. And then for the 6th idea, you have the movie marathon or your Netflix series. So really good Netflix series that I know right now that could keep you on the edge of your seat would be Travelers. I am really loving that series right now. I just started, so don't spoil it. That's a really great one. And then of course you have the big movie series that are like Harry Potter. I like those. I haven't got to watch them all yet, but I like them. And then, of course, you have your Love Sappy movies that are completely separate. So, and I can always, of course, tell you guys about some of those that I really like. And then for your 7th one, you have a scavenger rose hunt. So basically, this can be inside, outside, both, whichever you want. So first, how this works is you would buy a dozen roses, and for the first clue and for the first rose, you would have a clue that would lead to the second rose. And with that clue, or the second clue, and with that clue you would have 2 roses. And then that would lead to the third clue, and with that one you would have 3 roses, so on and so forth. Then the fourth one you would have, the fourth clue you would have 4 roses, but then when you get to the 5th rose, that would be like your final destination, and you would only have 2 roses at that one. And the reason you have 2 roses is because at that place you would have a vase, and in that vase would be those last 2 roses. And basically the partner would put all of the roses they've gathered with those 2 roses, and you would have a little sign or something that indicates saying that 2 more roses make a perfect couple like me and you. And that means without those other 2 roses, it wouldn't be a perfect dozen. So for number 8, we have recreate your first date. So whether you went to an ice cream parlor or whether you went on a fancy first date or whatever you ate for your first date, that's kind of how I would recreate it. And yeah, so then for the 9th date, basically you would set all different types of foods or your dinner foods. I wouldn't really do dinner foods, I'd do more or less snack foods or fruits. And I would set them all out on a bar top or a table or somewhere like that. And then with that, I would either have a chocolate fondue or a cheese fondue. Chocolate and see what it tastes like. So yeah. And then for the 10th idea, I would do a game night with your partner or your hubby or your lover or whatever. And the game that I came up with was how well do you know your partner? And basically both of you come up with questions about yourself that you would ask the other person and see if they can answer the question back correctly. So that is really good one, and if you don't really want to do that, then I would just play some board games. But that is all I have for this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and subscribe and like, and watch out for the next video. See you guys later.